Good morning, everybody. It's the Savagestacker. So before I get into anything else, I'm going to show off my new sticker because I am super happy with it. The only thing I'm not happy with is that the edge is not all the way out to the very edge here. So I think we could have got a little more detail into it if that was pulled out a little bit. So I might do another run of these, but I may not. These are probably going to be a limited edition, because this is my original sticker right here, and that's my icon as well, and it's also my intro and outro for my videos, and that's probably going to remain that way for pretty much ever. I'll probably mess around with it a little bit different, like put some music into it or something like that, but right now I got the thunder in there, you know, like the thunder god with the Vikings, you know, the whole deal, right? Whatever. But I like it, and the reason that CB was on there is because it used to be C something, my last name, and then I switched it to CB Savagestacker, and then that was still on there when I sent it over to a Flatline Racer, and now that has dropped off a few years ago, and so that's that. But that's replaced by YouTube logo, and you know me, it's just Savagestacker. So if we get up in here, right, you know that I fight fires, that's a forest fire in the back, that's water, got some Viking warships in there. We got this gentleman right here, which is kicking butt. I think he's from a video game actually, but you know, I was looking for that noble warrior, you know, the guy at the end of 300 with the bandage wrapped around his face, trying to call 3,000 or 30,000 Spartans to avenge their 300 brothers, right? I was kind of wanted that feel, you know what I mean? And he came up with this guy, and I believe he's the head guy from one of the video games, my son told me. And but either way, he is amazing, and exactly what I wanted. We got some coins in there. We got gold and silver everywhere. So yeah, it just represents a little bit, you know, of me, which is fighting fire, savage, and a warrior. And yeah, gold and silver, can't go wrong with that. But this is a really well made design, and Flatline Racer did a very good job, and I really truly appreciate it, bro. Even for the last sticker, I mean, this is like the last one I have right here. It's not even signed, it was like the last one. I kept it for myself. Not gonna get rid of that one. This one right here, Emp made for me, Imperium label, and it is definitely savage. Yeah, I've had other designs that I got from him that I'd like to get done eventually. But I have seen the growth of Flatline Racer, which he was already good on other people's stickers lately, so I wanted to get another Flatline Racer sticker done. So, and I will do a straight up shout out video for him shortly. That is coming up next. Right now, what I want to talk about is premiums. I want to talk about premiums. Now the premiums, the spot price is coming down. The demand is starting to come down. The production is going up with silver, and the silver short squeeze is kind of getting put on the back burner. I can tell by the views on many channels and slowing down on subscriptions on many channels. I can tell by the prices and the lowering of premiums. Now, during this dip, right, well, I did catch it. The first bid I bought was actually around 23.09 or something like that. So I got on that with 20 ounces right away. Well, yesterday I bought 20 more ounces of silver, and I ended up paying $26.35 out the door per ounce. I bought 20 ounces. So 40 ounces total of silver during this dip. With a premium, and this is from Hero Bullion. Hero Bullion has got the best prices hands down on the internet. So if you haven't shopped there, you better shop there, because you know their shipping's a little slow, but you're gonna get your metals. But it's not as slow as Scottsdale Mint. But as far as premiums go, hands down, Hero Bullion is the business. So I literally paid $2.85 per ounce on premiums. So, I mean, that's not bad, you know. It's still like 10%, but we've been paying almost 20%, right? We've been paying $4, $5, and $6 an ounce over spot for a while now, which is crazy. We've been paying like, it's even at the LCS, it's like $3.99 over spot, $4.99 for government minted, you know, and that's quite a bit. But I am noticing that premiums are going down, and what I believe is because I think because sales are starting to hold up a little bit, and also because the demand's going down. But I think they have ramped up production. I think that we got a lot more copper mines kicking off because the price of copper has gone up, and the secondary product coming from copper is silver, and also from lead. And I think they've ramped up all that, and I think we're starting to get more silver products out there. And and they've had a little time to start making products. I know that the LBMA products have been really ramped up the last few months. They're easy, they're quick, they're cast, they're easy to make, they're cheap to make, and you know, they're different companies, but they're made for the LBMA, or the Good Delivery System, or London Bullion Exchange. So I think that between that and ramping up for stuff for copper, I think that we have a little more products on the market, which brings down premiums a little bit. And I think that a lot of people have backed off of silver quite a bit, in my opinion. I think, and this is all, you know, a little bit of research based, and most of it's just what I'm seeing, what's going on. But I see that there's a lot less views on silver videos. There's a lot of more people out there going, it pulled back, it didn't do what it was doing. They're starting to talk trash about silver. But this is when you got to have a solid heart for what you're doing and hold on, right? You got to believe in silver. You got to believe in gold. And yes, you could make money on Bitcoin. Yes, you can make other money with other investments. This is not designed for that, right? This is for you to take a percentage of with money that you don't need to spend for a long while, or I mean, medium amount of time, whatever, and put up, just put up, right? I did watch this weird video the other day. I've watched it a couple times now about the worst investment ever in silver, blah, blah, blah. And he just shitbagged on silver really bad and made it sound like a joke, and gold. And kept talking about investments, kept talking about that. I'm like, dude, it's not an investment. So I kind of lit him up in the comments, and I was like, look it, dude, it's not an investment. You quit saying that. I make pretty good money, and I have spent a lot of time trying to save money for a few years, and I just really couldn't do it. And I started stacking, and I was able to save up a substantial amount of money. And I actually don't care if it fluctuates up or down. I assume it's going to, because that's what this does. It may pull back quite a bit, back to 20 bucks an ounce. Who knows? It could happen. And I'm okay with that, because I was still able to save money doing it in this way. So that was the beginning of my stacking. Now, for the next part, what I learned along the way is that it's a great hedge, and it's better to have physical than it is to not have physical. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. I learned all these things along the way, and so now I wholeheartedly believe in gold and silver. I love silver, but gold is my main. That's what I really feel the most comfortable with in my hand, in my pocket, in my safe. But I love silver so much. I love 10-ounce bars a lot. They're just awesome. And but now that the premiums are coming down and it's pulling back a bit, this isn't the time to panic and start selling your stuff. This isn't the time to start bagging on silver. It's doing what it's supposed to do. This is when you jump in on the dips, right? This is when you jump in and cost average out your stack. If you've been paying $32 and $35 an ounce and spent $350 on a bar, right? And now you can spend $270 on a bar, and you're saving 70 bucks a 10-ounce bar. Why would you stop buying now? You get the cost average at that out. You're going to split the difference between those two bars. You save $70. You've actually now only paid, you know, whatever the flip that is, $305 for each of those two bars instead of $350 for those two bars, right? You just cost average out your stack a little bit. Say you only have two bars. Now you paid $305 for it. You buy a third one at $250, right? And now you only paid $280 per bar, right? So you cost average out your stack. And when it's going down, don't get deterred. You need to make sure that you know, I'm not giving any advice here, but that's the time to start stacking a little bit more, a little heavier, a little harder. And, you know, if you were buying at 32, 35 with the premiums and everything, you should definitely be buying at 23, definitely, and paying 26 or 27 out the door, right? It's a no-brainer, but I know how easy it is to be like, oh my God, silver's going down. It was a bad investment. I'm just not gonna mess with it no more. And you're never bringing down your cost on your silver because you're not buying anymore, right? So I got in when silver was around $17 an ounce, and that was in 2019. And I stacked hard, about a little over 1,000 ounces, 2019 going into March 2020, and I kept buying after the first raise in silver, and I slowed down a bit, but after it petered out and stayed high like that for a while, I was like, screw it, let's get more, right? Because if I don't, I'm going to blow this money anyways on dumb stuff, and it would just be money wasted, money gone, right? So I started stacking more, and now it's pulling back. Now I'm definitely going to buy more to help cost average what I've spent in the later parts of 2020 and early 2021. So don't get deterred. Make sure that you know, I'm not trying to give no advice here. I don't do that. It's not this kind of channel. From my experience, it's not a time to stop stacking or lose faith in this. It's the time to cost average out your stack. Do the best you can. Buy a 10 ounce, 2 ounce, 1 ounce, whatever. And that way it helps out on the overall cost of your whole stack. And I bought an ounce of gold this week, and now 42 ounces of silver since this nice pullback to $23 an ounce. If I was buying at 27, 28, why would I not be buying at 23.50? That just makes no dang sense. And at premiums that are going down to $2.85. Here's the other problem though. I'm waiting for all that stuff in the mail, and it's driving me crazy. I'm waiting on an ounce of gold. I'm waiting on so much silver. And I swear, when you have that much money out there waiting for the mail just takes 10 times longer. It's driving me crazy. Anyways, thank you all for coming by. What did you buy on the dip? Did you buy any more silver, gold? Are we able to cost average out your stack a bit? Did you get any of those peace dollars? Did you get any of the new Morgans? Did you get any of that stuff? Did you start, you know, doing some collecting during these high premium times? And let me know about all this stuff. I really want to know. So, all right, thank you all for coming by. It's time to back up the truck. I think it's going to go back up. That's just my opinion. It's that time of year. Thank you. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Savagestackers, over and out. Yeah. Take care. Thank you. Bye.